there's a sign here that will pass. It says not to feed the alligators in there.
Oh, in this fucking water?
Do not feed the alligator. No fishing, no swimming. Do not feed the alligators. How crazy is that? Yeah. And the broker gave us the wrong number.
Did they find it, or
Yeah, they found it. So, it's supposed to be 43,505 pounds. It's a little close to comfort for me, so we'll probably go scale this. This goes to New Salem, Pennsylvania. Is it New Salem? And then I think Mason's booking us 2 2014 Dodge Ram trucks that are supposed to be paying really good for some reason. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know. I told them make sure they run. I don't want to have to like go buy a winch and winch these things on. I mean, I'm okay with them forking them on if something's wrong with them, but in fact, I'd rather them fork them on, because with 2 pickup trucks, I would probably have to put all 4 Rams on. So, yeah. And I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but let me switch this around. So, after we went home and I planned on making a chiropractor appointment, my brother said he told me about this belt, but he didn't tell me about this belt. I ended up getting online, Googling, and one of the suggestions was to try a back brace. So I bought one off of Amazon for like 35 bucks. And so far it has been life-changing. Like, I'm still sore. Like, there's still times I'm like, oh, I'm not 100%, but I can move and bend and maneuver so much better. I ended up ordering 4 of these 4-inch hand ratchets to go along with my 4 pipe stakes, because sometimes, like here, if I'd have had to use a pipe stake, it'd have pulled the strap up here, when right here was the perfect spot. So I ordered these. I ended up buying 4 of these, but I ended up giving 2 to my brother, so he's ordered 2 more to replace. And then I gave him 2 of my pocket stakes too. So, and I don't know if the camera's going to show, but I almost knocked my teeth out with that thing. Just kind of trying to pull slack on the strap. I end up pulling this handle up in my face, smashed me right in the mouth. I thought for sure I chipped the tooth, but so far so good. I'm still pretty, guys. All right, so I think Lita's just cleaning up some bungees now. And she burnt my breakfast this morning. So she ate hers burnt, and I'm like, absolutely not. I am not eating burnt. I think it was like a burnt bacon, egg, and cheese croissant. And I said, absolutely not. We had to use little black tarp again. That little thing's come in handy, but it is starting to really show its age. Like it's really breaking down. Lita ended up ripping another D-ring off this blue tarp. This blue tarp hasn't lasted as long as our little black tarps. The little black tarps are definitely outliving the blue tarp. We ended up buying this blue tarp maybe a year and a half after we got those black tarps. And you can see I've patched it a few times. I think this is that patch stuff that I got from Dixie May. It's kind of gooey. Like it never really set up. But I think that other tape that I bought is probably better. The Flex Seal tape, that stuff's working pretty good. This is that glue-on stuff. And you can see it's still not hardened up. I mean, it's working, but anyways, all right. Let me get cleaned up. Let's hit the road.
How do you expect people to get on and off the scale? So f everybody that's on the scale, right?
No, what do I do?
What do? We just supposed to sit here and wait on you?
I think I should have stayed in there. Dad?
An idiot. Fucking idiots, man.
Hello. So we've stopped for the night. We are at the what's it called? Blue Travel Center?
Bluestone Travel Plaza.
Bluestone Travel Plaza, right before the Tamarack one. We had a rest area punched in right before this, but they don't allow trucks to park there. So luckily we had enough time on the clock to get here. Technically we could have stopped for 30 minutes and then drove for like another 45 minutes. That would have probably put us right by the toll that we ended up sleeping out by.
Maybe.
So anyways, this is another truck just pulled out.
I told you they're gonna keep leaving here, dude.
You don't think people are parking here?
There's a huge lot with spaces right over there.
Yeah, but we can't get to that now. So what do I do?
I don't know.
Do you think I can back up and then get over there?
Maybe.
I don't know. I can't run the risk of backing up and then somebody be flying into here. We're just gonna have to stay here.
Maybe
I didn't see the spots till it was too late.
I'll just walk out there and see if there's a way to get over there.
Okay. You want me to get the dogs out? You want to walk the dogs?
No, I want to see if we can get over there without the dogs.
Okay. Anyways, today's been a delightful day. So, as you guys know, my brother started driving for us. And his first week has kind of been probably stressful on them. So, let's see. The first load was supposed to be the load of pipes that we both had. And then we ended up moving him from that load over to another load that went to Arkansas. Let me see, did anything go wrong with that load? Yes. That load was an inch too wide. It was these big concrete things that I guess they set in the ground and then they put like a manhole, but it doesn't look like the normal. There's like 3 holes in them for some reason. Anyways, the guys told him that the molds are kind of worn out, so they're like not very accurate. Anyways, it ended up being like an inch wide. And I'm like, crap. So what we did, so I picked up 3 or 4 of them, I can't remember, and only one of them was too wide. So obviously that mold is messed up. They tried to tell him that the DOT allows you a couple inches before you need a permit. I'm like, dude, I've never heard of that before. I wouldn't believe them. So what I had them do is stack up some 4x4s on one side and then kind of tilt the concrete plate onto the 4x4s like that. And then, let's see, he dropped that, and then Mason found him another load picking up in... Okay, so after that, he went to go get fuel, and I told him he could log into my TA Petro app and get fuel if he found it cheaper, because I gave him an RTS card. I'm like, if you find it cheaper, let me know. You can log into my app and you can get your cheaper fuel. So he drives out of his way. I don't know if it's out of his way, but he waited to get to this place that had cheap fuel. Went to log into the app. The app's messed up. Oh, that's the only thing I consume is the app. The app is messed up. I'm like, great. So I end up having to use the RTS card there at the TA or Petro, I don't know which one it is, which you're allowed to do, but you don't get any discounts, and they charge you like a $1.50 fee. So after that, he only put like 50 gallons in his truck just to get him to his drop, and then there was another station that he was going to stop at. So Mason books him another load. According to Raycon, it was supposed to be 20-foot sticks of rebar, but judging by the pictures, it's these big metal cylinders, solid cylinders. And when he gets there, they're loading it, and they give him the BOL, and the BOL address doesn't match the Raycon address. And my brother brought that up to the shipper, and then the shipper stops loading them. He said, we're not going to load you unless you take it to this address. So Mason's back and forth with the broker, you know, what's going on. The broker's like, when he calls her up, I think it's a girl, and says, you know, what's going on? She said, okay, let me put you on hold. I'll be right back. Said he sat on the phone for 10 minutes, finally gave up, hung up the phone, called her back. She immediately put him on hold again, and then put him on hold for 30 minutes. And Mason's like, dude, we need to know something here. Like, my driver's sitting there waiting to get loaded, and she's not answering. So he's emailing her and trying to text her, and she's just not answering. So come to find out, it's going to Minneapolis, and the address that they have was the same address but a different city name. But it ended up being a suburb of Minneapolis. So they finally get through with that. What else happened? There was something else that happened with that. I can't even remember. So anyways, that was like an hour-long ordeal. And then I go to log into RTS today, and that app goes down. So I can't log into my TA Petro app. I mean, I could have used my card at a pump, but he was going to use the app because he didn't have the card. So I'm trying to look for fuel with the RTS, because there's usually a place that we hit before we get into Pennsylvania. But I couldn't see what the price was. Anyways, so the RTS app was down. So I ended up using the TSD logistics card at a Love's. They actually had a Love's. I got it for like $3.40 a gallon. We filled up earlier this week for, it was like $2.82 a gallon in South Carolina. So anyways, I finally finished hooking up the computer. I'm going to try to put out this video of us getting the RV. That's how far I am behind. And see if we can get it uploaded. Hopefully we have some good service here. I told you guys Lita lost our hotspot, but ended up finding it the other day when she was doing her final cleanup on the truck to leave. I don't know where she found it at. I'll have to ask her. So anyways, we've got 3.5 hours to our drop in the morning, which kind of sucks. I thought we would get there today just with traffic, and then you've got the mountains on 77 to slow you down a bit, and then I don't know what happened. I don't know where we lost our time. Anyways, let me get back here and finish this video for you guys. Hold on. All right. So we ended up moving the truck because I don't want to park like a jerk unless I have to. Lita went for a walk and found us a spot here. It's actually a pretty big spot. I pulled over on the side there because I seen a bunch of trucks on the side and figured there just wasn't any spots. And then we ended up passing the entrance to the truck part and realizing there was quite a few spots. They've got this big parking lot here, and they've got another one way down over there, if you guys can see those trucks in the distance there. Whew, it's winter time, huh, Babs? I think my brother said it's going to be 2 degrees in Montana when he takes that load up to Montana. So Mason's going to try to find him a load west so he can pick up his son. And then, like I said, he's going to try to head back east. Hold on, guys. Head back east for Christmas at our house. But I guess you guys can tell Mackie's put on quite a bit of weight. I think she's put on 30 pounds. We've had to take her to the vet a bunch of times. I don't know if I've talked about every time. So she has this weird eye issue now. She's probably cost us $800 already. 800 bucks. Hey, don't put your nose in her butt. She's got this weird eye issue, so if it gets any worse, she might have to have some type of an eye surgery. Basically, her third eyelid, yeah, don't step in that. Basically, her third eyelid isn't closing properly. So I don't know if it's like getting dried out or what's going on with it, but I guess whatever it is, we'll have to deal with it. If it persists to get worse, they gave us some drops, so hopefully the drops will start taking care of it, and she won't need surgery. So anyways, we didn't park like buttholes. We're in with the rest of the trucks. Let me walk these dogs. I didn't get to finish editing that video. We ended up taking this harness off of Mackie, and it was a complete nightmare to get it back on. So we probably spent like the last 30 minutes trying to figure out how that thing, it just got twisted up to the point of it just wouldn't go back together. Go this way? All right. So we'll talk to you guys later. Isn't it the other lane though? I mean, people need to slow down, man, especially the first snow. Oh man, it took out their car too. Jeez.
Everybody speculate what happened. That's what's going on. All these comments.
Then there's progressive, it's hard for you to make some cheaper.
Holy
Shit.
smokes, man.
Going too fast in that fucking
Yeah,
lane.
you can see where they were in that lane. And the left lane's closed ahead. Crazy, bro. Another one.
Let's hold them over. Try the shit conversion again.
Yeah.
You stay fat butts.
Oh man, that's a bad one. Man, he ran way off the road. Man. And he's lucky those trees stopped him. He is so lucky those trees stopped him.
What the fuck? Holy shit.
He is so lucky those trees stopped him. Crazy, man.